Let us start our today's session. In previous session, we have solved some examples of division of polynomial. Division of polynomial with a linear polynomial. Okay. So in this session, we are going to solve some examples of this type. Find the remainder obtained by dividing p of x is equal to x cube plus 1 by x plus 1. Okay, that is, we have to find remainder of this division. Here the polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 1 is the dividend and x plus 1 is the divisor. Now look at here, degree of divisor is 1 here. Degree of x plus 1 is 1. So it is a linear polynomial. That means we have to divide this polynomial p of x by linear polynomial. Okay. So let us start the division. Here dividend is x cube plus 1 and the divisor is x plus 1. So first we have to divide x cube plus 1 by x plus 1. So for this we have to find first quotient. Okay. So for this we divide first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. We divide here first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor here. Okay. So x cube divided by x. X cube divided by x, it is equal to what? X square. Right? That means first quotient is x square here. So I write here x square is the first quotient. Now multiply first term of the quotient by the divisor. That means x square into x. It gives you x cube and x square plus 1. It is equal to x square. Okay. Now subtract these two polynomials here. Whenever we subtract two polynomials, here sign of this polynomial will changes because there is subtraction. So here positive it becomes negative and this positive sign also become negative. So here x cube minus x cube will cancel. Here remains negative x square plus 1. Okay. So after this subtraction we get the new dividend. It is negative x square plus 1. Now we have to divide this new dividend by the divisor. Okay. Here degree of the dividend is 2 and the degree of the divisor is 1. So degree of the dividend is greater than the degree of the divisor. Okay. So now we have to divide first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor for the quotient here. So here the first term of the dividend is negative x square and the first term of the divisor is x. Now negative x square divided by x. So here we get negative x. Here we get negative x. So our second term in the quotient it will be negative x. So I write here negative x. Now again same procedure. Multiply this negative x with divisor. Negative x into x. Negative x into x. You get negative x square. And negative x into plus 1. That is negative x. Again take the subtraction here. Sign of this polynomial will changes because of this subtraction. This negative becomes positive. This negative becomes positive. Now negative x square, positive x square get cancelled and here remains x plus 1. So now our new dividend is equal to x plus 1 and our divisor is again x plus 1. So degree of the new dividend and degree of the new divisor is same. So here we have to find quotient. So we divide first term of the dividend to the first term of the divisor. That is x divided by x, which is 1. So third term of the quotient it will be 1. So I write here plus 1. Again multiply this quotient with the divisor. That is 1 into x is x and 1 into 1 is 1. Subtract these two polynomials here. Change the sign. This positive becomes negative. This positive also becomes negative. So x minus x 0 and 1 minus 1 0. That means here we get 0 is the remainder. When we divide x cube plus 1 by x plus 1, we get 0 is the remainder. Okay. So here we can find remainder using 0 of the divisor. Okay. Here we can find remainder by using 0 of the divisor. Let us look here. Our polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 1. And now tell me, what is 0 of x plus 1? 0 of x plus 1 is negative 1. Okay. Now all of you know how to calculate 0 of this polynomial. Okay. So 0 of x plus 1 is negative 1. If I substitute this negative 1 in the polynomial p of x, if I substitute x is equal to negative 1 in p of x, I will get here negative 1 cube plus 1. Now negative 1 cube, here the power is odd. Power of odd, that means negative 1 into negative 1 into negative 1. The answer is negative. So here negative 1 plus 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. That means we get p of negative 1 is equal to 0. That is here 0 is the remainder. So when we divide the polynomial by a linear polynomial, it will be happen only in case of linear polynomial. When we divide any polynomial with linear polynomial, we can calculate or we can find remainder of the polynomial by using 0 of the divisor. We can find remainder of the polynomial by using 0 of the divisor. Here are 0 of the divisor. That means 0 of the x plus 1 is negative 1. When I substitute negative 1 in the polynomial, we get the 0 of the polynomial. Okay students? So, do you understood how to divide a polynomial with a linear polynomial? Right? So, we can write this polynomial as dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay? We can write as dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now look at here, p of x and g of x be two polynomials. Okay, p of x and g of x be the two polynomials. Here the p of x is the dividend and g of x is the divisor. Okay, keep it in mind. P of x is the dividend and g of x is the divisor. So now p of x and g of x be the two polynomials such that degree of p of x greater than or equal to degree of g of x. That means degree of p of x is greater, degree of dividend is greater than or equal to degree of divisor, and g of x is non-zero polynomial. Okay, g of x is non-zero polynomial. Then we can find polynomial q of x and r of x. Here the q of x is the quotient and r of x is the remainder. Q of x is the quotient and r of x is the remainder, such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Okay, so when we divide any polynomial with divisor, or that is degree of dividend is always greater than the degree of divisor. Degree of dividend is always greater than or equal to degree of divisor. Okay, so we can write any polynomial in the form of right p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Here r of x is the remainder, q of x is the quotient, g of x is the divisor, and p of x is the dividend. Okay. So how to calculate remainder of the polynomial when we divide the polynomial with linear polynomial? So here there is one theorem The name of the theorem is remainder theorem. Look at here, remainder theorem. Now the statement of this theorem is, let P of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. P of x be the any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and let a be any real number. A be the any real number if P of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a. That means here P of x is our dividend and x minus a is our divisor. Okay, P of x is dividend and x minus a is the divisor. Then the remainder is P of a. Now that P of a is what? A is the 0 of the polynomial x minus a. Here the divisor is, look at here the divisor is x minus a. So 0 of this polynomial is a. When I substitute a in this polynomial P of x, we get remainder. Okay, so we get remainder. So let us start the proof of this polynomial. We have given that P of x be any polynomial with degree greater than or equal to 1. That means P of x has the degree greater than or equal to 1 since it is a dividend. Okay. Suppose that when P of x is divided by x minus a is equal to g of x. Here g of x is our divisor. That means P of x is dividend and g of x is the divisor. And here g of x is x minus a. So when we divide the polynomial P of x by the polynomial g of x, we get the quotient is q of x and the remainder is r of x. Okay, when we divide the polynomial P of x by the polynomial g of x, that is x minus a, we get quotient is g of x, q of x and the remainder is r of x. So we can write here dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. That is P of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Here r of x is the remainder. Okay. But degree of x minus a is 1. X minus a is the divisor and degree of divisor is 1. And degree of r of x is less than degree of x minus a. Why? Since r of x is the remainder. Okay, r of x is the remainder. When we stop the process of division, when we get the degree of new dividend is less than the degree of divisor, then we stop the process of division. Yes, I repeat again. We stop the process of division when we get the degree of new dividend is less than degree of divisor. Okay, so when the degree of new dividend is less than degree of divisor, we get the remainder. Okay, and in this case we get r of x is the remainder. R of x is the remainder. That means degree of r of x is less than degree of g of x. Okay, that means r of x is the remainder. That means degree of remainder is less than degree of divisor. Here divisor is the x minus a. So if degree of x minus a is 1, then obviously degree of r of x is less than 1. Right? And degree is always a whole number. So degree of r of x must be equal to 0. Right? Since degree of divisor is 1 and degree of remainder, that is r of x, is less than degree of divisor, so it must be equal to 0. So we get here degree of r of x is equal to 0. So when the degree of r of x is the polynomial and degree of r of x is 0, that means r of x is the constant polynomial. You understood? R of x is constant polynomial since degree of every constant polynomial is 0, and here constant polynomial. We say that r of x is equal to r, since for every value of x we get r of x is equal to r. Okay, since r of x is the constant polynomial, so r of x is must be equal to r. Since there is no variable is present, it is only a number. R of x is the number, so we can write r of x is equal to r. Okay, so p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r. Instead of r of x, I write here r. We get here p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r. Okay. Now in particular, if x is equal to a, here the a is the zero of the polynomial. X minus a is our divisor, and zero of x minus a is a. If I substitute x is equal to a in the polynomial p of x, then we get here p of a is equal to g of a into q of a plus r. G of x is equal to here g of a, g of x is g of a plus r. But g of x is what? G of x is equal to x minus a. G of x is equal to x minus a. So g of a is equal to what? A minus a. Instead of x, I write here a. So g of a is equal to what? A minus a into g of a plus r. A minus a is 0. 0 into q of a plus r. But 0 into q of a is 0. That means we get p of a is equal to r. But r is the remainder. Okay? We get r is the remainder. That means when we substitute 0 of the divisor, in the polynomial, we get the remainder, since r is the remainder. Okay, so by actual division and after substituting 0 of the divisor, we get the same remainder here. So this is our remainder theorem. Okay, when we divide the polynomial with a linear polynomial, we get the remainder. It's same when we substitute 0 of divisor in the polynomial, we get the same remainder. Now look at here. Here the polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 1, and x plus 1 is the linear polynomial. It is divisor. Okay. So by actual division of x cube plus 1 by x plus 1, we get 0 is the divisor. Okay. This is example of this remainder theorem. Okay, we get a 0 is divisor. But using remainder theorem, we can easily find out the remainder of this polynomial without actual division. Okay, so that means we substitute 0 of the divisor. 0 of the divisor. Here 0 of the divisor is x plus 1. 0 is negative 1. So I substitute negative 1. P of negative 1 is equal to 0. So here 0 is the remainder. So we get the same remainder in both the process. Okay. So using remainder theorem, we can easily find out the remainder of the polynomial when we divide the polynomial with linear polynomial. Okay students, do you understood remainder theorem? So write down this theorem in your notebook. Okay. So with this, we complete our exercise 2.1. Okay.